for the next couple of minutes, I would want to talk a little bit about the imposter syndrome. And I'm not talking about the imposter syndrome from the expert point of perspective, right? I'm not talking about the imposter syndrome from a professional standpoint. I am just going to talk about imposter syndrome from, or rather as someone who is battling imposter syndrome. And it is not unique to me. You who are listening to this might as well be battling imposter syndrome in your own way. But it is unique to my kind of people, my kind of person. I'm talking about the business people, I'm talking about the entrepreneurs, I'm talking about the people who are on the journey of monetizing their passion. Those are the people that I'm talking about, my kind of people. This syndrome is unique to us. Why is it unique to us? Why does everybody trying to achieve some kind of greatness always suffering from imposter syndrome at some point in the start of their career? In the fitness world, could we call it body dysmorphia? You know, when you're big, I mean, you're obviously big, like maybe not big, but you're obviously jacked up. But when you look in front of the mirror, what you see is somebody who is small. I mean, the normal person out there will look at your arms and say, "Oh, is your arms now pressing lap?" So, however, you will look at your arms and look at it like, "Oh, this arms is just the size of a forearm." Imposter syndrome. Imposter syndrome is when you feel like a fraud. Okay, so you know this thing, you know that you are good at this thing, you know that you sabi, but you feel that I sabi. You feel like a fraud. You feel like there is something you're going to do right now and someone is going to come and catch you and label you a liar, label you a fraudster, label you an amateur. This age that we are in right now, I mean, since when we got into the information age, and now the information age has gotten, with the coming of AI, the information age has gotten too deep. But with the information age that everybody is out there teaching, everybody is out there passing information, everybody is out there doing what they are doing, we are exposed to access to so many badasses out there, right? We have YouTube, we have other channels that we actually go to learn some things from professionals, from experts. And we look at these people that we are learning from and we see how badass they are, we see how they talk fluently, we see how they persuade, we see how they sell, we see how they run their businesses, we see how they handle their finances, they handle their team members, we see army of teams behind them, we see how clear their camera is, we see how clear their audio is, we see all of these things and we ask ourselves that, damn, I will talk, say I will come play on the same field where these people they play like, so I reach, am I enough? You see, as much as sometimes it helps, sometimes I try to do something. When I when I get someone on YouTube whom I like and whom I binge, whom I want to learn from, whom I admire, I do something. You know, in YouTube there is where you can sort the videos, right? Latest, popular, oldest. I go to their oldest and I try to find out how they started. And most times I look at their oldest videos and oh my god, it is not almost nothing like how it is right now. And it gives me some little boost of motivation, some little boost of inspiration. Oh, these people see how they did before, more see how they did now. You know? But operating in the real life, when the motivation is down, when the inspiration is down, operating in the real life, you know, it is not easy dealing with the fact that you just think that you're not good enough, or you just want to be better, a little bit better before you take yourself out there. You know, you just want to get that professional camera, you just want to get that Rode microphone, you just want to get a better background, you just want to maybe look better, so you're just waiting for the time you can have a little bit of money so that you can buy that skincare, you can get those clothes, you can just, you know, lighten up your skin a little bit before you take yourself out there. You are waiting for the time where you can speak fluently before you take yourself out there. So I just want to be a little bit better before I take myself out there. You know, if I take myself out there now, I might not be ready. They might look at me and compare me to all of these people. And I always used to compare myself. I used to compare myself with those people before I started checking their old videos. You know. Imposter syndrome. I wish I could tell you how to deal with imposter syndrome. But I think I myself, I am still looking for the solution to deal with this enemy called imposter syndrome. Yeah, I think the first thing to identify is to identify that, yeah, you are suffering from imposter syndrome. Because, of course, there are so many things, there are a lot of things that you do not know. I mean, even those people we look up to, there are so many things that they do not know. Those people still go to coaching, they still go to schools, they still go to classes, they still read books, they still study. So there are so many things that they do not know. And I know that there are so many things that you do not know, but there are a lot of things that you do know. There are a lot of things that I do know. There are lots of milestones that we have crossed. Okay, according to David Goggins, he spoke about what did he call this? He spoke about the cookie jar. Okay, he said anytime he does something hard, what does he do with the cookie jar? But anytime he does something hard, is it that he drops a cookie in the cookie jar, or he picks up a cookie in the cookie jar, whatever it is. But there are archives, if you look back, there are archives of achievements that you might have. Archives of achievements that maybe because it wasn't as valuable to you as you want it to be, or you don't just value it as much as you want other valuable things. so you don't even value it, you don't even identify it. Maybe you don't even have an archive, but do you have an archive? Should you get an archive? I think everybody should get an archive of achievements, no matter how little that you have in the past accomplished, so that when you're facing some difficult times in the future, when you're facing some doubt, when you're questioning your ability, your capability to do some things, you go back and you remind yourself, you go back and you check this archive. Let me do this thing, let me do this thing, let me do this thing. It's not meant to be there as a source of pride, but I have nothing against pride. Okay, I have a lot of issue with arrogance, but I have nothing against pride. It is a source of confidence, right? So many people mistake confidence with arrogance, but there are two different things. Confidence push you forward, arrogance keep you tied up. So build an archive. I have my mental archive. Maybe I should write it down. Maybe I should get a cookie jar. But imposter syndrome is a dangerous thing. As an entrepreneur who operates in purpose, who is trying to monetize his passion, building something out of passion. Maybe you are a DJ, maybe you are a musician, you want to sing. Maybe you are a political analyst, you love politics. Maybe you are a football analyst, you love football, you don't have the legs to play football, but you do love football. Okay, music producer. Maybe you love agriculture, you love animals, fitness, whatever, and you feel that, man, there are lots of people in this field, there are lots of people doing well in this field, am I good enough? It will always come, but I think we just have to find a way to block this thing and just move, because without moving, I don't think we're going to escape this stage of business. I think fighting imposter syndrome is one of the major fights that we have to fight to get to the next stage. Okay, do you think you have what it takes to hire the staff? Do you think you have what it takes? Well, we'll never know till we try. We'll never know. So my people, just like how that bodybuilder thinks he is not big, but he is actually big, you are actually big. Okay, maybe not as big as you want, but you are big. And you know that thing. You shouldn't wait to be good. You shouldn't wait to be better. I shouldn't wait to be good. I shouldn't wait to be better. I shouldn't wait to have all the flashy things, all the flashy lights, all the flashy background. I shouldn't wait to learn how to speak perfectly before I speak. We learn by doing. So, let us fight imposter syndrome. Let us fight imposter syndrome. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you.